loves. Welcome to today's class. Today's sequence I put together for my mom, love you mom, who requested a practice focusing on the wrists, the feet, and the joints. So it's going to be a slower class, and in between things, we're going to be really stretching out the wrists and feet and all the little joints that can get a little squeaky as we age. So as always, we will start in a comfortable seated position and just take a moment to arrive on our mats today. So finding your comfortable seat, we'll gently close the eyes as a cue to go within. We'll inhale the shoulders up to the ears, bringing them back down and around, allowing them to fall in their sockets. And we'll first bring our awareness to our breath. Notice how it flows naturally in and out through the nose. Notice the cooling air on the inhales and the warmer air on the exhales. Notice the expansion of the chest as you inhale and the contraction as you exhale. And just releasing the breath, allowing it to flow at a steady and natural pace. And just taking this moment to send some love to your physical body. So judging it not for the squeaks, for the little pains, the cracking, and instead just choose to send love and breath to those areas, knowing that they need just a little extra care sometimes. And again, in today's practice, we'll be focusing on wrists, joints, feet, and stretching out. So knowing it's okay to slow down, and it's okay to address discomforts and pains that we're feeling in the body. It's all part of the journey. We'll inhale, opening the eyes. So in our comfortable seat, we're just going to start by doing some circles with the wrists. So bringing the hands out, first flexing the wrists, and then slowly putting them down. So we're kind of just going up on the inhale and down on the exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. And then we're just going to make fists with the wrists. So we're going to inhale, open the palms, and then exhale, clenching the palms. Inhale to open. Exhale, making a fist. Inhale to open. Exhale, making a fist. From here, holding the fist, we're just going to take some circles with the wrists, very gently and mindfully, and then going in the other direction. So again, if you hear any cracks, if you're noticing any discomfort, just sending love and knowing it's part of the journey. Okay, slowly releasing, shaking hands out. We're going to bring the hands together at the heart. Inhale here. On the exhale, twisting the palms down toward the lap. So inhale to come up. Exhale, fingers point toward the ground. 2 more times. And then slowly shaking that out. So kind of just going up and down. Taking more circles. From here, we're going to inhale, hands to the top, fingers lace. And then we're going to flip the palms toward the sky. And take a few rounds of breath here. So fingers are laced, reaching out through the arms. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, we'll bring the hands, flipping them back down, bring them to the top of the head. So just kind of opening up, tucking the back of the shoulders in. Hands are placed on the head. Breathing here. On the inhale, bringing the hands behind the head at the base of the neck. From here, we're going to press the head into the arms, looking up toward the sky. So we're getting a heart opener here, opening through the chest, the shoulders, the upper back, stretching out the neck as well as stretching out the wrists. Deep inhale here. Exhale, slowly releasing. From here, reaching arms all the way back up. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. We'll take the fingers behind again, inhaling as we open up the chest. On the exhale, diving forward, hands come above the head. So again, feeling a stretch through the wrists as we also stretch upper back, shoulders, and the chest. On the inhale, we'll slowly come up through the center. From here, coming on to all fours. So wrists are directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and we'll begin our cat-cow flow. So on the inhale, tilting chin up toward the sky, dropping shoulders from the ears. On the exhale, slowly rounding, tucking chin in toward the chest. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, rounding the spine. Taking a few more at the pace of your own breath. Always option to close the eyes, bringing the awareness further within. And just connecting breath to movement. Two more at the pace of your own breath. Okay, pausing at the center, we're going to twist our hands so that fingers are pointed toward the body. So this may be enough for you, or you can very slightly shift the weight back to get a big, deep stretch through the wrists here. One more round of breath. And then we'll twist hands. We're going to tuck the back toes and then sit back on the heels. So getting now that stretch through the bottom of the feet, through the toes. From here, we're going to do cow arms. So right arm is going to come back and we'll bend at the right arm. The left arm will come just to guide it back, bending here as we pause in stillness, stretching out the bottom of the feet. So just taking a few deep breaths here. On the exhale, slowly releasing, untucking the toes. From here, right arm is going to wrap around eagle arms, bringing the palms of the hands together. We'll inhale to reach up. On the exhale, slowly coming forward, forward fold, coming down toward the mat. One more round of breath here. Slowly coming up through the center. From here, releasing arms, tucking the toes again, and this time we'll stretch the other arm. So left arm is going to bend behind us, like this. Right arm grabs the elbow, straight spine, toes are tucked, holding here. One more deep inhale here. On the exhale, releasing arm, releasing the toes. So now you're sitting on the tops of the feet, and we'll take eagle arms on the other side. So this time, left arm will loop under and bringing the palms together. So eagle arms. We'll inhale to reach up. On the exhale, diving forward, coming down to the mat. So as arms are twisted, we're stretching the wrists, the forearms, the shoulders, upper back. Just sending breath down through all those areas. One One more round of breath here. And we'll slowly come up, release the arms. From here, heels stay together. We'll take the knees apart, coming down into a child's pose. So extending the arms in front, forehead comes down to the mat. And gently press through the palms of the hands and the fingertips, spreading fingertips wide to get a little bit of a stretch through the hands as well. And we'll pause here for a few rounds of breath. So feeling the activeness of this pose, instead of just surrendering and releasing contraction, have this be a little bit more of an active child's pose, again, by pressing fingers in, pressing the palms in, and deepening that stretch through the spine and the opening through the shoulders. On the inhale, we'll come all the way to the right-hand side, exhaling when you get there. And taking a round of breath here. On the inhale, we'll come back to center. Exhale, other side. Really reaching through the fingertips and feeling the opening through the side body. On the inhale, coming through center, we'll pop up onto all fours, separating the heels from each other. From here, walking hands down, forehead meets the mat, puppy dog or heart-melting pose. Again, deepening the stretch through the shoulders and the wrists by gently pressing some weight into the palms and into the fingertips. So pressing onto the mat. On the inhale, we'll take the right arm and weave it underneath the body, resting on the right shoulder. So getting a stretch through the shoulder. And breathing here for a few rounds of breath. On the next inhale, right arm returns, and we'll now weave left arm underneath the body. Gaze follows the extended arm. Right fingertips are spread wide, pointing through the fingers. On the inhale, coming back to center, walking back into all fours. From here, we're going to do a few of those modified chaturangas that I've done with you from the modified child's pose. So we're going to shift the weight back on the exhale, reaching arms out. On the inhale, coming forward, dropping hips, dropping shoulders, upward dog. On the exhale, back into modified child's pose. Inhale, coming forward, dropping the hips, dropping the shoulders. Exhale, going back. Taking a few more at the pace of your own breath. Always option to close the eyes, making it a moving meditation. So this version is, because our knees are planted, this version is slightly gentler on the wrists. So for those of you who can't do downward dog or regular chaturanga, this is a great option for you. One more round at the pace of your own breath. Pausing in modified child's pose. From here, we'll tuck the back toes, shift back into a downward dog, and step forward to the top of our mats. Here we'll hang in a forward fold. Just allowing the body to drape over itself. Gently shaking head yes, shaking head no. And you can stay here. Otherwise, for a deeper stretch through the wrists, we're going to step on our hands. So fingers will point towards the heel. We'll bend the knees, and we'll just bring the hands underneath the feet, fingers pointed, and toes just behind the wrists. So holding here, getting a stretch through the wrists. Option to slightly straighten the legs just to get a deeper stretch through the back of the leg. Make sure neck is released by lightly tucking chin into chest.
Deep inhale here. On the exhale, slowly releasing the hands, grabbing opposite elbows, gently swaying from side to side. And then we'll micro bend the knees and very slowly come up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, hands meet at the top. Exhale, hands come to the heart. From here, we'll inhale to reach the arms high. Exhale, reaching to the right hand side. Inhale to center. Exhale, reaching to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach. One more. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach. From here, taking a little bit of a wider stance, so just beyond hip width distance, we're going to inhale, opening up the chest behind. On the exhale, diving forward. So wider legged forward fold, arms come above the head. Deep breath in here. And slightly bending the knees, slowly coming up with a flat back, releasing the arms. From here, bringing our awareness to our feet. We're going to inhale in a clockwise direction to begin. We're going to come to the edges of the feet, onto the toes, other side of the foot, and onto the heel. So just taking really gentle circles with the body, kind of lifting the toes, feeling the stretch through the bottom of the feet. One, and then going in the other direction. Okay, finding stillness in the center, feeling grounded. And then we're just going to lift the knees coming up onto the toes slightly. Just kind of like this, and then slowly releasing. Inhale to lift. Exhale, release. Inhale to lift. Exhale, release. 2 more times. So just kind of working out the ankles. From here, we'll do 3 half sun salutations. On the inhale, reaching up. On the exhale, bringing hands through the heart. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly rising. Exhale, hands to the heart. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Fold on the exhale. And then we rise, hands meet at the top. Exhale, hands to the heart. 1 more time together. Inhale to rise. Exhale. Halfway flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising. Exhale, hands to the heart. From here, we'll inhale to rise. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, halfway flat back. From here, planting our hands, stepping back, downward facing dog. From here, inhaling the right leg behind. Exhale, bringing it forward for a low lunge. Hands remain planted. We'll plant the left hand to the inside of the right foot, and we'll inhale to reach toward the sky. Beginning a small flow, we'll inhale, and then on the exhale, bowing forward, arm wraps around the front leg. Inhale to reach. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale to reach. On the exhale, rounding off, hands frame the foot. We're going to drop the back knee and untuck the toes, so we're in a low lunge. From here, walking the hands to the inside of the leg, we'll slightly walk the foot out. From here, on the inhale, inviting you to open up the hip. So shifting the weight forward, opening up the hip, coming to the outside edge of the front foot, getting a deep stretch through the ankle and the hip. 2 more rounds of breath here.
On the exhale, slowly walking forward, popping up into low lunge, hands come to the heart. So slightly lifting the elbows here just to get a stretch through the wrists. Maybe going back and forth again with the fingers. And pausing in the center, inhaling here. On the exhale, twist, elbow comes to knee, looking over the shoulder. Taking a deep breath in here. On the exhale, coming back to center, shifting leg back, hands frame the foot. Option to grab the toes, pulling them with the opposite hand, pulling them in toward the body. So that will deepen the stretch through the leg, but will also feel good through the toes. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, shifting weight forward, walking the hands forward. We'll tuck the back toes, come back up to our crescent lunge. Inhaling, hands to the heart. On the exhale, hands come down, sending leg back, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to take a pause and just stretch out through the ankles. So we'll inhale at center. On the exhale, bringing the knees down to the ground, getting a stretch through the toes. Inhale to straighten the legs, downward facing dog. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale to bend the knees toward the ground. Inhale to straighten. Last round. Exhale, bending knees. Holding here for a round of breath. On the next inhale, straightening the legs back, downward facing dog. We'll inhale the left leg high. Exhale, bringing it forward for crescent lunge. Hands remain planted. Right hand will come to the inside of the foot, and we'll do the twist on the other side. So inhale, left arm to the sky, holding first for a round of breath. Then beginning our flow, we'll inhale as we reach. On the exhale, rounding forward, arm comes around, wraps around the front leg. Inhale to extend the arm up. Exhale, bowing forward. 2 more times. After the last round, hands come down to frame the foot. We'll lower the back knee, untuck the toes. From here, bringing both hands to the inside of the left foot, we'll walk the foot out toward the outside edge of the mat. And then again, option 2, come to the outside edge of the foot, opening up that hip, shifting the weight forward. So again, feeling that stretch through the side of the ankle and through the hip. 1 more round of breath here. On the inhale, walking foot back to center. From here, inhaling up into low lunge. Again, option, you will bring the hands together. Option to open up or lift the elbows slightly just to get a deeper stretch through the wrist. Kind of move the fingers back and forth. Pausing here at center. Inhaling at center. On the exhale, twist, elbow meets knee, looking over the shoulder. One more round of breath here. On the exhale, twisting back, hands come down to frame the foot, walking the hands back, straightening the leg and shifting the weight back, getting the counter stretch through the hamstring. Option to grab toes with the opposite fingers, pulling them toward the body, deepening the stretch. Taking a deep inhale here. On the exhale, walking the hands forward, we'll tuck back toes and straighten and lift the back leg. And then inhale, finding ourselves back in crescent lunge. Taking a deep inhale here. On the exhale, hands come down to frame the foot, sending the leg back. And then option to drop the knees and do the modified chaturanga. So shifting weight back. We'll inhale to come forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, modified child's pose, bringing forehead to mat, pausing here. From here, we're going to Bend at the elbows. We'll flip the palms up toward the sky, bending at the elbows and bringing them to our shoulders. So shifting the weight back, getting a stretch through the triceps. Taking a deep inhale here. On the exhale, walking back up, we're going to go into a squat from the ground. So what that will look like is foot pointed out, other foot pointed out, and then taking a seat. So whatever yours looks like is perfect. From here, we're going to inhale the hands to the center. We'll take the elbows to the knees and press the elbows into the knees, straightening the spine and getting a stretch through the hips, through the spine, through the shoulders, and also through the wrists. So holding here for a few rounds of breath. Again, option to shift the fingers up and down, getting a little stretch through the wrists. Taking a deep inhale here. On the exhale, slowly coming back, we're going to come into a seated position. So bringing the feet to a butterfly. We'll hold the legs here in butterfly. From here, we're going to take the right wrist with the left hand. We're going to grab it around, just underneath the hand, around the wrist, and lightly pull down on the skin. From here, clenching or making a fist with the right hand. Then we'll very slowly take some circles. This is the best stretch for the wrists, especially when you're on the computer, on your phone all day, like most of us. Maybe playing the piano, going in the other direction. Okay, slowly releasing, shaking that out, other side. So this time, grabbing the left hand with the right wrist, pulling down the skins, just softly, clenching the fist, and then again, slowly taking some circles. How good does that feel? Oh. Okay, going in the other direction. From here, we're going into butterfly pose, but I invite you to give yourself a little foot massage as we do. So we'll inhale here at center. On the exhale, rounding the spine, tucking the chin into the chest, and just looking down at your feet and massaging the bottoms of your feet and your toes with your hands. So really rubbing the thumbs in, just pressing all the little points on our feet. Our feet have some of the most sensitive nerve endings. So many of the nerve endings are in our feet. So a lot can come up when getting a foot massage. To some, it feels great. To others, they don't love it. But when you're doing it to yourself, you can be as gentle or as rough as you'd like in this moment. Okay, on the inhale, we'll slowly come up through center. We'll release the right leg out, tuck the left leg in. We're going to inhale the arms up, squaring off towards the extended leg. From here, reaching for the outside edge of the foot or the calf. Feeling the deep stretch through the lower back and the hips. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, slowly coming up through center. We'll extend the other leg and come down through center. So we'll inhale here. On the exhale, bringing the forearms down toward the ground, tucking the chin into the chest, getting a deep stretch through the back of the legs. On the inhale, slowly walking up, switching sides, tucking opposite leg in. From here, inhaling arms up. On the exhale, grabbing the outside edge of the foot. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, slowly walking up. From here, we're going to straighten the legs and bring the wrists behind us. Fingers are pointing toward the body. And we'll kind of tuck the shoulders in. This may be your full pose today. Otherwise, on the inhale, we're just going to lift the hips. So this is putting a little bit of weight on the wrists, but it can also support in strengthening the muscles around them. Deep inhale here. Exhale, slowly release, shake it out. One more time. Bringing the wrists or the arms back, fingertips point towards the body. On the inhale, pressing through the arms, lifting the hips. Again, getting a stretch through the wrists. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, slowly lowering, and we'll come down onto our backs. So tucking the knees into the chest, rocking from side to side. From here, releasing the legs to the sky, releasing the arms to the sky, and just taking circles again with the wrists and with ankles. Slowly shaking it all out. We'll grab opposite edges of the foot into happy baby. So opening up the hips, rocking from side to side. Again, massaging out the lower back. From here, slowly lowering the legs to the mat, taking them a little bit wider than hip width distance. We're just going to windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Next time you find the right side, staying in this wide stance, allowing the knees to fall. So getting a gentle twist to the lower spine. You can always reach the arm out. On the next inhale, legs come back to center. Windshield wipering them again. This time allowing them to fall to the left-hand side. Just feeling a slightly different twist as we have the legs in a wider stance. On the inhale, coming back to center. From here, extending the legs in front, pointing the toes, arms come above the head, reaching through the fingertips for a full body yawn. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Release with a sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose. Release with a sigh. And we'll gently press ourselves up to a comfortable seated position. We'll lace the fingers together. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, lowering the hands to the lap and gently closing the eyes. And just taking these final moments to receive the benefit of your practice today. Sometimes we find the most benefit in slowing down and sending a little bit of love to the areas where we experience discomfort, slight pain, or just the areas that need an extra stretch, the areas that we overuse, the wrists, the ankles, the joints. So just make a vow to always slow down and pause, listen to your body, and know when these areas or any other areas of your body need a little bit of extra love. Namaste. Thank you, my loves. Hope you enjoyed that, Mama. Tomorrow's class is Yin at 1:30 Pacific time. If you haven't joined us for the Yin classes, they are absolutely delightful, so nourishing. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining.